All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you won't want to miss, as well as the opportunities we mentioned this morning over at the Discord. We hit 2 home runs. One was 20% plus on the day. The other was 30% plus on the day. And if you want to receive live updates on what stocks I'm watching daily, no matter what volatility the stock market throws at us, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description. I look forward to having you join us, and by joining, you'll become part of a Discord and a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. The link to the Discord is down below in the description. So here we are with Wish, right? WISH stock, Wish stock. This Wish stock has been one of my highest conviction plays since it was starting to pull back and get closer to IPO pricing. Literally, it was pulling back, and as it was going lower and lower, I started a starter position, and I've been averaging down on the way down to the point that even at $7, I went in pretty heavy, and now it is jumping, guys. This is pretty phenomenal. I didn't expect this to happen so quickly. I thought this would take a few months to see these numbers again, but I was being patient because I have a high conviction in this stock regardless of all the negative news. But right now, this is in the middle of a short squeeze. Did Wish stock short squeeze? That's the question of the day. I look forward to seeing your rockets down below and your comments down below. And where did you enter on this one, as it was actually sitting sideways or going lower? Are you averaging down? Did you buy at the lows? I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts. That is the question of the day. Did Wish stock short squeeze, and is it done, or where do you see it going? So this is huge. This is huge stuff here. Now, the 50-day moving average is 842. Anything below that is bearish. Anything above it is bullish. Okay, we're pretty significantly far away from that, but in these short squeezes, things could start to go back downwards. Now, apart from a short squeeze, there's a lot of volume in calls. Okay, I saw an article on that, supposedly speculating that this is a lot of high call volume, and we'll have to see if it goes into tomorrow, right? Hopefully it don't just get dumped. We're going to see, because if this continues pushing upwards, this could start hitting newer highs, and we're going to talk about that resistance level in just a moment. But I want to dissect this chart a little bit beyond just the 50-day moving average and a support level. I'm going to put 2 support levels here. They're optional, but I would definitely use them, in my opinion, looking at the chart. So the first support level is 1148, okay? That's the lowest point of this candlestick in the aftermarket hours. If it gets broken through, this could be on its way down to newer lows, but the bulls have a chance to reappear and bring it back up. Now, a midway point between the 50-day moving average and that support, I would use down here, and that is 971. 971 gets broken through, then I would watch how it does between this support and the 50-day moving average to see if the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up. And if it breaks through the first support and it's going towards 971, I would watch the behavior within this area, even though it's still above the 50-day moving average and bullish territory, to see if the bears are dominating or if the bulls are pulling it back up. Now, the highest point reached so far today is 1347, okay? 1347. That needs to be broken through for the bulls to reach newer highs and new resistance levels, and it's on its way to almost double, right? This needs to reach about $16 to $17 to double, but that point right there, 1347, 1348, give or take, needs to be broken through by the bulls. Now, if that's accomplished, the next resistance level, based off the history of the chart, would be up here, and that is 1363. And if you want to extend it a little further, 1535, guys. That needs to be broken through and turn into a support to continue the momentum and reach newer highs. But before reaching any of those, the first point is up here at 1347, 1348, give or take. I look forward to seeing your thoughts. Share this with a friend and anyone in your community so they receive this insight as well. Don't forget to subscribe if you learned something new. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. And all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I'm about to share with you guys a new ticker symbol you won't want to miss. That's already up 10% plus since I mentioned it, as well as the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something you want to become part of and you want to receive the live updates, the link is down below in the description. And we look forward to having you join us. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I have for you guys today is one that I've mentioned before over at the Patreon, and it is a ticker symbol that's already jumped up 10% on the week. We're going to look at it together, but before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities we mentioned this morning over at the Discord, and if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So we mentioned IGC at 185. This gave about 3 to 5% opportunities and a few jumps above 5%, but this was not that strong. We went ahead and talked about NEXT. I don't like to recycle stocks, but this was a stock that I bought in the day before at 293. I was still holding. I had high conviction. I was about to sell it for a 20% plus opportunity yesterday. I didn't. I held through to today, and we're going to look at that chart in just a moment because this was our home run for the day. We also talked about GBS at 325. This jumped up nicely. We talked about LOTS, right? LOTZ. We've been talking about this one since it was at $4 and some change. It was sitting at 620 today. It gave us plenty of room last week from 10 to 20%. And today alone, it turned out to be a big jump as well. We talked about VBIV. This gave about a 5 to 10% opportunity. And then we also talked about, which you can't see here because it's a long list, we talked about DGLY, Digital Alley, and it jumped up about 5 to 8%. So let's look at the stocks, how they jumped up, our best performers of the day. So LOTS was a home run for the day. LOTZ, right? When I mentioned it at 620. Let's just go ahead and look at this together so you guys can see here when I talked about LOTS. Back on June 1st, it was one of the stocks I talked about, and it was sitting at 438. It was in a downward trend, and it was kind of consolidating, and I saw it as an opportunity for whoever wants to swing trade, day trade, or even long-term trade. So when we go ahead and look at this together, you will see here how much it's jumped. I mean, from 438 to 620 and a high today of 740. Yeah, this is given between 30 to 50% almost on the jump since, or probably even more than that actually, since I mentioned it, but really close to those levels. Now, today is when we mentioned it at 620. I had stated in the message that this was once one of our stocks from the weekly watch list, right? And today it has made it in our daily, right? So it was actually very interesting that I saw it in the daily opportunity, and it was sitting at 620, took off to a high here of 737, highest point 20% plus. Now, the other stock we mentioned was NEXT. We mentioned it at 421. It actually was pulling back. We had mentioned it the day before. It was a home run yesterday. I don't like to recycle stocks, but it was looking like an opportunity. And fairly quickly, it jumped up 20 to 30% in just a matter of minutes, pulled back down, consolidated, and gave a high from that point to 40% plus opportunity at that high, guys. This was phenomenal. I caught this one at 293, so I got a little bit more than that, and that was actually very bold of me. I don't like to hold penny stocks overnight, but my conviction was high on the reasons why this stock was very important on its fresh news of analysis upgrades. Now, the other one I mentioned was GBS. GBS was sitting at 325 when I mentioned it this morning. It jumped up pretty quickly within just 15 to 20 minutes and gave a highest point of 10 to 15% plus. It was phenomenal, pulled back again and gave another 5 to 10% opportunity, and then almost giving another 10 to 15% opportunity anyone that held through the volatility if they caught it down in this area and held through the jumps of the ups and downs. But at the end of the day, this was great for our expectations. 5 to 10% is a regular day, 10 to 15 and 20% is a great day, and 20% plus is a home run. So we went ahead, had a great opportunity with this one. We hit a home run with Next, and we hit a home run with LOTS. So what's the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list? Well, I talked about this one over the weekend, and this is Array Technologies. This has been beaten down pretty hard. And if I put here the 30-minute chart, you could see how it's been torn down to the downside, almost like LOTS, right? When we caught it. Now, this was actually a stock that I started watching close to $13, $14, jumped up to 16. I saw it consolidating, but pulling back. And as it was pulling back, I mentioned it this weekend, and the first trading day of the week was Monday, which was yesterday. It hit a low of $14.59, and it's taken off to a high here of 1686, right? Giving a nice jump of 10 to 20% right there in just a matter of 2 days. So this is definitely a stock you want to have on your watch list for either further weakness downwards or consolidation before the next run, because when you zoom out, you can see there's a lot of room. I definitely recommend doing more research and due diligence on this. In no way, shape, or form am I giving this as financial advice. I'm just here to enlighten everyone on the stocks I'm watching, why I'm watching them, when I'm watching them, and you guys can go ahead and do further due diligence and make a rational decision as an investor on what you're seeing and what you have found. Now, if you want to know when I'm watching these stocks live, you're more than welcome to join us. The link to the Discord is down below in the description. You'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to maximize profits, minimize losses, learn and grow together, and we look forward to having you join us. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.